Hey guys, LootWizard here with another Soulforge video on Gems of War. So let's get right into it. It's a new week, so we have new things in the Soulforge, and we have a new event. Let's check out the weapons here. Nothing really good. Doomed Hammer. I don't really like these types of doomed weapons. The ones that are the best are always the ones that convert gems to Doom Skulls. This Ice Aegis. It's not really that great. I wouldn't waste the diamonds on it, so there's really nothing here in weapons that I recommend this week. Going over to troops, we'll check out the summoning stones real quick. If I see anything in here that I think might be worth trying to get, I'll always let you guys know. And I don't see anything yet. No, doesn't look like there's really anything there in the summoning stones this week, so let's move on to the legendaries and mythic troops. For legendaries, we have King Mikhail, we have Urskula, we have Gruz the Undefeated, and the Widow Queen. So as far as how I would rank the legendaries this week is going to have to be King Mikhail. That's probably going to be number one legendary. And then second to that's probably Urskula. And then the Widow Queen, and then Gruz the Undefeated. And Gruz the Undefeated is really, really bad. It's a bad legendary troop. And none of these legendaries this week are good enough to craft. There's a few that I might recommend, but none of these are worth crafting. So don't waste your 800 diamonds on these. Now, for mythics, we have a few good ones here. Wild Queen is one of my favorites. It's still really powerful. Its ability, it will steal attack from an enemy, give it to the first ally, creates a mix of 22 skulls and green gems. Really great troop. And then also another really great mythic troop is Ketras the Bull. This troop deals splash damage to an enemy boosted by its attack, life, and armor. And it is a 2-to-1 ratio, so half of all of its attack, life, and armor will be added to that splash damage. And the other thing that makes this troop great is that if you combine it with the Guardian troops that are the Taros Guardian troops, you can really make this thing powerful. So it's a good combination with that. So that's a really great one. And then we got Scorpius here, which used to be really great for farming, but now there's a couple of troops that are immune to poison. But it's still a decent troop. I wouldn't rank it, as high as it used to be, but it's still a good troop. But I would craft Ketras the Bull or the Wild Queen before Scorpius. And then we have Ubistet here, which is another interesting mythic troop. And this thing used to be really good, and then they nerfed it a little bit. And so it's not like really great, but it's still good. What it does is it deals damage to the 2 weakest enemies, boosted by all ally and enemy attack. If one of the enemies dies, then it kills the other one. So it has a lethal kill ability here if the first enemy dies. Now, the only bad thing about this is that its attack is boosted by all of the ally and enemy attack. And so every single enemy that you kill, you're going to get diminishing returns on the damage with this troop. But other than that, it does work pretty good in some situations. If you get one troop low enough in health and you can kill it with this, it will instantly kill another troop. So that's really a pretty good one. So looking at this, as far as I would rank these, I would probably say the Wild Queen for me is number 1. Ketras the Bull is number 2. And Ubistet would be 3, and Scorpius would be 4. And that's the order in which I would place them for crafting this week. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for troops and weapons here. So, let's head on over to the shop. Let's pick up our resources here, and we'll check out the new troop. The new weekly troop, which is called Storm Knight. For 300 glory, you can get 1 Arcane Storm trait stone, so that's a really good thing to get now if you got a class or you got troops that do need that Arcane trait stone. Now's a good time to purchase some of those with your glory. So this troop's ability is Howling Blow. It will deal 34 true damage to an enemy. If the enemy uses blue mana, destroy a column and gain 5 attack. 12 mana cost. It's considered a giant and a knight. Not really too much going on here with its traits. Pretty simple troop. Probably will never use it, but I always try to get enough of them to get it to mythic. You can only do that if you have enough glory to waste, and I do have, you know, like 200,000 glory here. So I always try to do that just because it helps me level up my kingdoms, but I would just buy one of them if you can't afford too much of, you know, if you don't have a whole lot of glory to spend, you know, or buy as many as you need for that arcane trade stone. Alright, so now let's go and check out the weekly event, which is called Black Ice. And I haven't even looked at the shop yet, if there's a weapon here or not, and it doesn't look like it. It's another one of those world events where we have a medal, or a badge, medal, whatever you want to call these guys. I think it starts out as a token. You get 3 tokens, it becomes a badge. And then you get 3 badges, and it becomes a medal. And I always like to buy enough of this to get a medal. There we go. We got a medal, and we're going to go back here and equip it. Frozen metal, it's 160% skull damage for all troops in current event, so we're going to need to build a team around skulls. So if we go in here, let's see what kind of team we can build. And our restrictions is the Kingdom of Stormheim. So any troop that belongs to that kingdom is what we can use. Hopefully there is troops that can use skulls, otherwise we're going to have to rely on a weapon to create skulls. So we have Jotnar Storm Shield, Mistralis. Those are the 2 mythics that we can play with. For legendaries, we have Hindal Frostcrown, we have Jarl Firemantle, and the Frostfire King. Those are the legendary troops there for this kingdom. And then we have some other troops in here that aren't really too bad. Snowy Owl is good for destroying all purple gems if we need that for mana generation. Valkyrie is good for blue mana generation. And other than that, I don't really see any troops that create skulls. I don't know why the developers do this. Sometimes they have an event like this where you don't really have damage for skulls, and that's the damage type that you need. So we're going to have to rely mostly on our weapon. And since there's a lot of giants here, I'm thinking we should go probably with a giant team. We can throw in Mistralis, Jotnar, I don't know. I'm just going to throw something together and see how it works out. We got nothing here for skulls. We need to look at a weapon. What weapons do we have available? And again, the weapon does have to belong to the Stormheim. So hopefully we do have a weapon that can even create skulls. Otherwise, this is going to be a real boring event. So these are the weapons that we choose from. Let me do show all, see if there's any that I don't own. Nope. Well, no, yeah, there is one here that I don't own. Axe of the Storm. Maybe there's 2. Yeah, there's 2 of them there that I didn't own, but I don't think that either one of them could create skulls. Nope. So those are irrelevant anyway. So we have the Doomed Hammer, which will not create skulls. We have this, which is not going to create skulls. Those won't create skulls, and these won't. So, fantastic. Great, great event, developers. You don't even have a weapon available for this event that can create skulls. So, how are we supposed to do this event if we can't create skulls? That's kind of odd. I'm just checking here to see if there's any troops I missed that does create skulls. Let's see. Dwarven Slayer, no. Frost, this, no. Not even the new weekly troop creates skulls. So it looks like, you know, this is going to be a pretty bad event, honestly, because there's no troops, there's no weapons that can create skulls, and yet they, look at this, the event medal or badge, whatever you want to. It's all based around skull damage for all troops in the current event. So, whoops, developers kind of slipped on that one. So I really don't know what kind of team to build. Like, we don't even have something like Mang where you can increase the attack of your weapon so that when a skull does come down, you can do even more damage. You know, you got this weapon which steals attack and armor from an enemy, which I suppose is better than nothing, but still. Yeah, this event is just like, I'm not motivated at all to try to play this event now. Like, not at all, because like there's no way to create skulls unless I'm missing something here. But I'm pretty sure, I mean, you look at these weapons, I don't see anything that creates skulls. And for troops, we already went through like all of them here. None of these creates skulls. Bone biter. Nope. Just double checking, seeing if I missed anything. No. So we got no weapons and we have no troops that create skulls. So I don't know what to tell you guys about a team for this event. I don't know. You know, I guess you just use whatever you think is gonna be okay, whatever you have available, and just hope that skulls drop for you. So the team doesn't really even matter this week. So that's about it. Not much else I can can do with that. So anyway, that's the only event this week too, because the other one starts in 6 days there. So that's pretty much it. And I'm not doing the campaign. I haven't been doing that because it's just too time consuming for me. Other than that, I don't think there's really much else going on this week except the usual. You got a class trial for Titan, regular faction assault on Tuesday, bounties coming up this weekend. So, bounty's probably the most exciting thing going on at the end of this week. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So hopefully something in this video was useful for you. It's a short one and not much else I can do with that event. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll catch you on the next video. Later.